Hello, everyone. This is the DMSIT coming to you. So I'm Michael Westbrook, and joining me here is Ethan Fox. So very excited to talk about our project today. Just to get things started off, we'll give you a brief overview of our sponsor, DMSI. So DMSI is based in Omaha, and they're heavily involved in the lumber and building materials industry. And basically, they focus on building management software for their customers in that industry. And the goal of the project that they tasked us with building was to basically make a mobile application help with something called the remanufacturing process, or reman for short. Before we continue on, I'll give you a quick overview of what the reman actually is. So here's a quick example graphic. So let's say, so a reman has three parts to start off with. So we have the input, as you can see, is a wooden board, and we have a operation, which is to paint it red, and we have an output, will be a red wooden board. So this is basically just a way at how you convert one piece of material into another piece of material. So three parts to that. So that's basically just a quick overview of what a reman is. So pretty helpful, important to understand that to understand what our app is trying to do. So here's some stakeholders. Here's our stakeholders for this project. So we have Cal German, Trent Pabin, Jason Nieme, Adam Switchman. And continuing on, we have Brian Corey, Larry Shanks, Connor O'Meara, Scott Davis, and Debbie Dotson. Hopefully I didn't butcher any of those names. Not too great with names, but yeah. Continuing on, I'd like to introduce you to the rest of our team. So Bill Browning is our project manager, and Buana Gopal is our tribe lead. And of course, you already met Michael, Michael Westbrook, and Ethan Fox. I'm the squad lead and development manager, and Ethan here is the product manager. We have three other developers on our team. Their names are Adam Lepke, Solis Padura, and Emily Snipple. So continuing on more about the problem we are trying to address with our project. So currently the reman process involves a lot of paperwork, and it has a lot of multi-step processes that are pretty cumbersome to work through. So our goal is basically just to eliminate these multi-step processes and reduce the overall usage of paper by making a mobile application that allows manufacturers to basically process remans all into simply in just one application that has all the features they need. So no need for any more paperwork, stuff like that. So we're hoping to be more eco-friendly, all the good stuff. So I'll pass it to Ethan. He'll talk about more about our solution that we built.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Michael. So basically, the goal of our system is to put all the processes that are involved in making a reman and processing it into a single app. So a couple of the main points would be basically getting a pre-existing reman and all of its details, making a new one, which is actually what this screen is, and then adding tags for both its inputs and its outputs, basically to just keep track of every item that was involved in this operation. So to go over kind of what it looks like, over here we've just got a search screen where we can either pull up old ones or basically create a new one, which is what you saw on the previous screen. And that just gets us to both of those, goes to this page, which is where the majority of our work was. It was inside the reman details screen. So it contains general details for a reman, so start and end dates, locations, information, things like that. And then we have inputs, operations, and outputs. So that's what goes in, what happens, what comes out, and we keep track of those with the tags used and tags made screen, which both look like about like this. So we can add new outputs, add new tags, and basically that's where you fill in what actually happened as part of the reman. And once new outputs have been added, that actually can come back to the details page, and that opens our printing system. And so we can see items that are printed, we can't print again because there's no point in printing them. And then basically if they're ready to print, we can open up that menu, print it off, and that creates a physical tag that you then put on the actual output. And that's pretty much it. It's a very simple process, but it's very important to actually have built into an app. So overall, the goal for the system was to simplify and shorten the time taken on paper systems so that you can do it on the floor rather than having to go into an office to handle all that. which I think we've been able to do. And basically, over the course of it, we took what was just a login screen, and that was it, and turned it into an entire app that is really easy to work with and has all of the features that we were initially planning on having. So it's entirely feature complete, which is great. And we were able to work with a surprisingly large team of sponsors because we had people from developers to managers to designers all contributing to making this as complete an app as we can possibly have. So with that, that's pretty much all we have. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah, all right. So the question was why we decided to use Go. Michael, you worked with that the most, so I'll let you talk about that.
Yep. So the app itself is actually written using React Native, but we have a middle service written in Go. So basically, that middle service allows us to interact with DMSI's API to handle the information regarding the remand. So we can allows us to create new remands, add new tags to a remand, stuff like that. So yeah, the Go. So DMSI uses Go for most of their middle services, which is basically why we use that as well. So that was also kind of they provided us a little bit of starter code for that as well. So yeah, thank you all.